Hi everyone, day 3, and I will speak about the pug in the room. This is Ralph. He's a doggy daycare dog I have every Tuesday, so hence it's a Tuesday. Anyway, today our tantric is not breath, it's actually breath and sound, but it's more around using sound actually. So yeah, sound. Right, you've got 1 of 3 ways you can do this, and you can hashtag sound or comment below which one you chose and end up sharing what worked for you, what happened for you when you did it and everything. But this is about now going from the past. We dealt with the past for day 1 and 2 a lot. Now we're dealing with being present, and sound can also help because day 2 was quite heavy. Sound can also help with grief and anything like that. Any energies you have in your system, emotions blocked there, get them out and get them out is sort of thing. So, all right, there's 1 of 3 ways you can do this. The first one is the breath and sound exercise I'll do with you very shortly. You can choose that one. The second one is to set yourself a timer for 2 minutes and basically just, it's like talking in tongues. Just create your own language and go silly with it. I'll do something on that for you very shortly so you get an idea. And the third one is humming, or if you're more of a singer, I'm not a singer. I'll sing along with my songs, favorite songs and stuff, but not really be a singer. But if you are, it's really good to use sound in that way. It's your song, your voice for healing. So find tunes or anything that you've got that can help with that. It can just even be humming. So all right, we'll go over each 3 of these basically so you get an idea of what they are. You can choose one. All right, hopefully I won't be too distracted by Ralph needing attention right now. Ralph, stop. Okay, sorry about this, everyone. Okay, Ralph, I love you. Come in. All right. Okay, so first one, sorry about that. First one is breath and sound. So do the tantric breath like you've been doing. Go big belly breath, but on the out breath, make a sound. Any sound, and play around with it. Be very playful with it. So here we go. I'll do a couple examples so you've got an idea. And yes, it's just play around there. You go high. And make sure your mouth is open. Just relax your jaw. Make sure your jaw is relaxed when you do this. Or low. Monotone. Quiet. Just like a sigh. Or you can do loud. And when you do, feel free to get your jaw involved and open your jaw and relax, get your mouth relaxed, because that will help. And also when you do the sound, sit there with yourself and do this, and feel free to do this little action or whatever. Sit there and ask yourself when your sound's coming out, what is the sound? What is the sound? And keep asking yourself that and seeing what comes up. Do not judge the sound. Go with it. Like I said, play with high, play with low, play with monotone, play with loud, play with soft, and all that, okay? And do not judge it. Do not feel silly about it. Do it. It is such a potent way to, because we had what we had yesterday, it's such a potent way to release those emotions and release that energy. Okay, second one, if you want to do it, please, like I said, feel free to comment below which one you choose, is gobbledygook. I call it gobbledygook language. So you sit there for 2 minutes, Don't have to do it as a video, but you just sit there and you go, ah, yeah, like, hanging on, you know, just go with it and play with it and totally see what comes out. And because this is definitely, it's sound once again, and it allows you to stop being in your head and just using it and being present in the moment. That's what today is about. The moment, here, now, the present. Okay. And don't judge what comes out. Just let it go for 2 minutes. Do it. See how you felt at the end of it. Do you feel a little bit more, oh my God, that was a little fun, you know, and you're crazy and silly and kind of indulging your child, because come on, we all created our own languages when we were a child, right? You know, that's what childhood play is about, is being creative and just going for it and no judgments and no shame and stuff like that. So that's the second one. All right. Third one, like I said before, if you're inclined to sing, do it. Play around with tunes, play around with music, play around with humming, like just set a timer if you must, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever you're feeling into, or even if it's just in the car to your song, like, or even just trying to come up with just whatever comes out. Or if it's not like that, if it's a more of a screaming sort of one, want to do more of a rock thing, you go, yeah, Teen Spirit Rock, yeah, you know, sort of thing, whatever it is, that's a song, you know, I feel like under my skin is like poison, running through my veins like poison, yeah, you know, just let yourself get it out, make sound, do not judge yourself, have no shame here, and use whatever you have. So that's one thing to do today. That's one thing to do. And feel free, like I said, share below. What did you do? Thoughts, feelings, anything that came up for you, please share. Second thing, there's 3 things in total. There's the sound, then there's this part, what I call the chakra check-in, the chakra life check-in. I actually forgot the life part, chakra life check-in, and then we're doing a third thing, but the third thing is an extra, bonus extra, don't have to do it. All right, so the chakra check-in, I created this, and you can say, like, no, you're not original, Vanessa, someone else has already done this, and they probably have, but, you know, whatevs. I felt into it, and I really wanted to share this with you because it really helps you get present to where you are right now with yourself. Because the chakras, if you're not familiar with them, I don't know, once again, feel free to post in the comments below. Are you familiar with chakras? Would you like for me to do an explanation or post a link or something to give you more information about chakras? So generally speaking, they're energy centers on our body. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. There's other schools of thought that there might be 12, blah, 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 but we're going to stick to the basics. There's 7. All right, so the chakra check-in, and we're going down from the ground as such, from the earth up sort of thing. Alrighty, so the first one is what's called the root chakra, and that one, check in and sit there with it and use the breath exercise we did before. Do the big deep breath, belly breaths, and check in with it and go between 1 and 10, 1 least, 10 most as such. How connected do you feel to your relationships in your family of origin, your tribe as such, whatever that is to you, colleagues, people in your life, friends, family, that sort of stuff. like check in with yourself between 1 and 10 with family of origin, whichever that is for you, biological family of origin, friends, colleagues, work colleagues, other business people, you know, that sort of stuff, like your relationships with other people. Check in, and your tribes, your different tribes, check in with yourself between 1 and 10. How connected do you feel at the moment in regards to them? Which ones feel a little disjointed, disconnected, like on that scale? Then check in with yourself, of course, if there's anything you want to change or anything about them or what have you. All right. Once you've done that, you'll feel into it when you're ready. So you can pause this if you want to right now and do it. And then we'll go on to the next chakra. Okay, next chakra is my favorite. And the whole Tantra thing is the sacral or sexual chakra. No, sorry, I really love it. I really love it because it's been potent to me and a life changer. And this is actually one of the most potent ones, in my opinion. Besides the heart chakra, this is quite potent. There's a lot of energy in the sacral / sexual chakra that we can use in our life. This is the reason why I'm very focused on it and stuff, and healing. I've got my own healing journey in regards to this too. And especially as all of us here for Beta Testers are women currently, there's a lot we could go into with this one. But generally speaking, once again, sit and breathe between 1 and 10. How connected do you feel to your pussy / yoni / vagina? How connected do you feel to your sexual pleasure? How connected do you feel to your womb? How connected do you feel to your sexuality overall, your general sexuality? How connected do you feel to your intimate partner or partners? I have multiple. So no judgment here if you have multiple partners in a polyamorous relationship. I fully support that. Or if you're in a monogamous relationship, I support that. Whatever works for you. But how connected do you feel to your intimate partner or partners right now in regards to that? And just explore that, you know, a little. If you want to go further, deeper dive into that, I'm here. But at the same time, I do have a Facebook group called The Bewitchful Connection. And basically, I'll put a link up to it there if you want to go more into this side of things and explore it and heal and see how you can use this sort of energy to create change in your life, sort of thing, if you feel drawn to it. Only if you feel drawn to it. And so it's a free Facebook group and everything like that. But yeah, I'll let you sit with all that, going through all that. Take your time, pause it, please pause it, and then, yeah, we'll go to the next chakra. Okay, next chakra, yes. I know that one can be quite potent, so if something came up for you, you can share it in the comments below or as a separate post or anything. I am here to support you, and I'm very familiar with everything in that space and all that sort of stuff. But like I said, join the Facebook group if you need to. All right, next one is solar plexus. Now, solar plexus is very yellow, like this color sort of stuff. Sacral chakra is actually very orange sort of thing. But anyway, yes, it's very much there just under the navel. And of course, our sexual chakra is just on our pubic bone. Our root chakra, depending on who you talk to, is like, you know, kind of near our knees in a way, or it can be actually on the ground. It depends who you talk to in regards to that, the position of that chakra, but it's down there. It's the last one. So anyway, we're dealing with the sacral chakra. So this is where you can actually rest your hands on here if you need to, or feel drawn to, and breathe into it. And we're now going to check in, and 2 areas is money / finances. How connected do you feel to your money and finances? And the second one is, how connected do you feel to your career or your business? Like, how is that? How is the flow on that? I will call the elephant in the room. That noise is Ralph eating some bones, and it's just making a little bit of noise. He's okay. He's safe. I can see him. Anyway, yes. So checking with self. How are you feeling with money? Are you feeling quite abundant? Once between 1 and 10. 1 is really scarce. 10 is really abundant and prosperous. So poor versus prosperity. Scarcity versus abundance. Between 1 and 10, where are you? Where are you with your money and your finances? Where do you feel into that? And also then check in. How do you feel about your business? If you are self-employed like me, how do you feel about your business? Or if you're not and you have a career or your job and stuff like that, how do you feel about your job? Once again, between 1 and 10, least, hate it, fucking hell, kill it, versus, I wouldn't change anything in the world. So it's okay for it not to be a 10, by the way. Even me, who loves doing what she does, there's some days where it's not a 10, you know, but that's okay. We're human. No judgments here, no judgments. Alrighty. How are you feeling with that? Pause here if you need to. Otherwise, we'll go to the next chakra. Okay, next chakra. Okay, this one, I love this chakra. This is the heart chakra. So do big belly breaths, the tantric breath we learnt in day 1 and continued in day 2, and we're doing for today and everything. This is potent shit, this heart chakra. And it's connected to our health and connected, of course, to self-love, how you feel about yourself, how connected you are to your health, because those two are intricately connected. And its color is green, if you need a color. And yeah, how do you feel about that? Is there a lot of, I'm not worthy, I'm not enough? Or is it a case of the other side? I am enough. I'm feeling pretty good about that. I am enough and I'm fucking worthy. You know, on a scale of 1 to 10, where are you on that? Do you, on your self-love? On your self-love, are you feeling disconnected and really cold and there's not a lot there? To 10, it's actually a 20, really. It's like so potent and you're just feeling so connected and in love with all you are, your physicality, your personality, your brain, your everything, it's a fucking 100 even, you know what I mean? So there's that. Then, of course, your health. Where are you with your health? Okay, 1, are you feeling okay now? Are you feeling okay? Yes? Okay. If your health isn't that great right now, that's okay. That's okay. Are you feeling like most of your health is okay, but there's areas that need improvement? That's okay too. Just feel into it once again. 1 to 10, where are you on that scale? Feel into it. Okay. Pause and we'll go to the next chakra. Alrighty, so next chakra, Gary's actually kind of looking at it, and we're very much using it today, is our throat chakra, and it's linked to sound. It's telling our truth. How much are we speaking up and out and of being in our truth and speaking of our boundaries and having them respected and everything like that. So this one, it's not an actual life area per se, but it is related to you speaking your truth. How much do you speak your truth? Do you find you quieten yourself a lot? Or that people can't handle it, or no way, I could never do that. No one wants to hear what I say. No, I don't need to have opinions. That? Or are you more a person that's fine like me and you're probably more around the 10 scale? Yeah? Or are you also, how are your boundaries right now? Are they quite open, or are they quite shut off and closed? Or are they around the middle? Like, where are they in regards to anything? Your boundaries in regards to anything in your life. Yourself, your body, your sexuality, your money, your other people, partners, kids, your other kids, sort of thing. It's a case of where are you in the boundaries? Right now, where am I in my boundaries? About a 2. Because I am letting these two rule me when I'm trying to concentrate for you guys right now. Oh, gosh. Alrighty. So, yes, just check in with yourself on that. And breathe into it. Like I said, just hold yourself there. And it's blue, by the way, if you're looking for the colour. It's blue. And pause. And we'll go to the next chakra after you come back. Okay. Next one is this colour. You're right, smack bang in the brow. Yes, it's third eye. Third eye chakra. Now, third eye, the check-in we're doing with this is how connected between 1 and 10 do you feel to your future? Like, do you feel pretty good about it? Or is it because we're dealing with golden oldies here, because we're dealing with our senior pets, are you actually more thinking that's a 2, like you're really not looking forward to that future, even the nearest future, as in like the next day, the week, 2 weeks, a month, a year sort of thing? Also, think with that, it's about your creativity too. How much in tune with your creativity are you? Are you doing anything creative these days? And it can be anything that's creative. It doesn't have to be art per se. You can do things like adult colouring in, dancing, just dancing around, movement, not necessarily dancing per se, but just moving. Or are you like allowing yourself to, do whatever in regards to creativity, create stories, whatever it is. Read books, read fictional books, watch movies, and which movies do you enjoy? And I don't know, like anything in regards to creativity. 1, how creative do you feel between 1 and 10? And how connected to that area do you feel? Because it very much helps, of course, with a lot of other things. And like I said, with the future, where are you between 1 and 10? Because this deals with, of course, being able to see into the future, hence the psychic and the clairvoyance and all that sort of clairaudience, clairsentience. There's all sorts of clair stuff, like psychic stuff you can do in regards to that. And even psychically, like you do believe in it. Do you believe in it and stuff? Like, where do you feel? Are you psychic? Do you feel pretty psychic and stuff like that? Or it's a case of, nah, I'm about a 1. I'm a 0 even, you know. Where do you feel on that scale you are for your psychic abilities? Do you know if you're clairaudient or clairsentient or clairvoyant or whatever it is? Which one is your thing, you know? Or are you still in the process of journeying and discovering? Anyway, I'll let you do that. And then we'll go to the final one. I'll pause here. Yeah, you can pause here. All right, the final one is our crown chakra. Woo! Like my crown, your crown chakra. So your crown chakra is the one that where we're going to check in with a big one, your life purpose. Yes, your life purpose. And your age is of no consequence of this. To be brutally honest, age is not a consequence. Mine's quite strong right now, my crown chakra, in regards to life purpose. I'm really starting to get all the puzzle pieces coming together, and I'm starting to really, really be in my zone. I don't know if you can tell. Can you tell? So between 1 and 10, how connected do you feel to your life purpose? Do you know what it is? Do you really, really know what it is? I do. Mine's actually really simple. And mine's to be me. To be me and just share. To share who I am or my journey and what I'm about. Because I know by doing what I'm doing right now, I'm creating change and my legacy and everything like that. So yeah, be me. I'm very clear on what my thing is, and yeah, to transform people. It's just to transform people, and that transformation, I have basically no concept of what it needs to look like. It's whatever it will be for you. And that I know by me being in your life, even digitally like this, that's my life purpose. Done. Yes. Connection. Connection. Yes. Yeah. Connection, Gary. Connection. So yes, between 1 and 10, how connected to your life purpose do you feel? Do you know it? Or are you still journeying and still figuring it out? Or it's a case of you feel like you're actually pretty close and you're like me. I'm actually more of a 9. I reckon I'm a 9 on this, to be honest with you. I feel very connected to it, but I know that at the same time there's still more. So there's still more for me, you know? So anyway, I'll let you pause and then we'll go into the bonus exercise. Okay, yay! So that's what I call my chakra life check-in. You can do that anytime and just go through the chakras and check in with yourself and your life and where you're feeling anything and seeing which ones need to be improved upon, you want to work on that day, that week, that month, that year, whatever sort of thing. All right, so now let's go on to the bonus exercise. It's called Embracing the Victim, and I've done this before. Okay, so it's called Embracing the Victim, and yes, I'm assuming, please post as feedback below. You'd ultimately love the printout of this, so you can do it like a workbook as such, yeah, and like a PDF. Feel free to give me feedback on that if you would. Otherwise, I'm going to go through it now, so you can do it if you want to, and if not, then you'll have a general concept and you can share this with whoever. It's really good to do in regards to anything. Okay, so this is good for doing your most recent relationship with your pet. Okay, so the golden oldie that's in your life now, whichever, choose one. You can do it with 2 if you've got 2 golden oldies, but I've only got 1. There's Marnie, so I do this with Marnie. Okay, and so yeah, this helps you create healing around it. There's no right or wrong here. Yeah, basically do this. You're venting out all the things that your victim feels is happening. You know, like it says, embracing the victim. Allow yourself to be a victim, because we don't a lot. A lot of the times, this is my big thing, and the reason why I'm sharing this is because sometimes we and out there in the spirituality realm, or whatever you want to call it, a lot of people go, positive stuff. I'm all for that, but at the same time, I'm human. And when I'm human, I do feel like I've been victimized here and there and elsewhere and stuff like that. So it's good to get it out. Okay? Alright. Put the name down of the pet. Actually, it can be a past pet. If you really, really want to do it with a past pet, you can. But at the same time, do it with your current senior. Okay? And it's okay to do this, because this is actually going to help you have a better relationship with them. Be more present to things that are happening for you in regards to your relationship with them. This is why I love it. What are your biggest complaints and resentments about this pet? See what I mean? Oh, fucking hell. What are your biggest complaints and resentments about this pet? List down all the things that you most resent and blame them for from a victimized perspective. There is no wrong here. Go for it. Let it rip. Seriously, let it rip. Like for me, a good way to do this, I'll do it with a past pet. Actually, no, let's do it with Marnie. I'm going to do it with Marnie. You know what? I'm going to do it with Marnie. What are my biggest complaints and resentments about Marnie? Actually, don't. Ooh. I might have to get back to you on that. Can I do it? I'm going to do it with the past pet, actually. I'm going to do it with the past pet. I'm going to do it with Putty. And my biggest complaints and resentments was him getting fucking diabetes. He got diabetes and they were twice daily injections and had to be done, and it was expensive, and I had no life for 2 years, Putty. Oh my gosh, full on. And because he was old, he was never going to get better, because cats and dogs can heal themselves with diabetes. No, he not when at his age. So it was twice daily injections constantly, and then me having to rely upon on an unreliable flatmate and traveling because of what I was doing at the time, stripping and stuff. And it was just like, that's what I mean. Can you see? There you go. Let it rip. If you need to talk it out, do it. If you need to write it out, do it. Do what works for you. Okay. Just keep going on that. So the next part is identifying the re-wounding. I'll repeat that. Identifying the re-wounding. When have you felt this way before? Particularly looking at childhood experiences and or romantic relationships. Yes, we're not talking about pets right now, but there's all sorts of stuff happening with this. This is about you, okay? So when have you felt this way before? Particularly looking at childhood experiences and or romantic relationships. Let you go with that. So you can pause here and do that, and then we'll go to the next one. Okay, now we're back. Now, with this is called an emotional connection practice, because you need to do this. Close your eyes and take 3 slow, deep breaths. Okay, like we did before. Close your eyes and take 3 slow, deep breaths. Drop into your body, your heart, what have you. Get out of your head, just get out. Drop in, drop, and ask yourself. And being present with yourself. If this is especially if you got triggered in the last question there. So if you find yourself going into a story about the past, thinking about what happened, or the person or pet, or when you find yourself getting triggered, instead of turning away from them, turn towards them without making yourself bad or wrong or feeling this way. So this helps with this. The questions to ask yourself are, what's the story I am telling myself? I'll repeat. What's the story I am telling myself? Then reframe this, the story that you're telling yourself, with the phrase, I am telling myself that. I'll repeat, reframe what the story you're telling yourself is with, I am telling myself that, and I am in my story that. I repeat, I am in my story that. Then what am I feeling? So breathe in the feelings. Allow any emotion to come up and really feel it. Remember the breath. Allow yourself to cry if you need to. Now send love to that part that feels whatever that feeling is. And hold empathy for that younger version of you, that child that feels this way. Take nice, slow, deep breaths, breathing in love. And once you've done that, so pause for a little bit if you need to. Now ask again, checking in with yourself, what am I needing? What am I needing? Slowly open your eyes and journal what came through, particularly about the needs being met, and find a way to get those needs met. Maybe it is to talk to a friend or get a hug. Maybe you need to do some emotional release, whatever it is. So basically journal. So take your time to journal. And that's the bonus, that's the last bonus exercise there. So of course this is a beta test. I'm not going to do a PDF of that, but I will, of course, with your feedback, I'm guessing yes. You'll want that definitely in a PDF to download, and if you choose to do it now or in the future. So thank you again. So thank you for being here with day 3. Thank you for putting up with Gary, who's kind of fallen asleep on me. He really has. I'm going to put the camera down if he doesn't move. I'm going to show you. His head's there. Oh, I just woke him up. I just poked him. And Ralph. So thank you for Ralph. Hey, Ralph. And thank you, Gary, for being part of day 3. And thank you so much for getting to this point and bearing with me on this, and for any of your feedback, and also for putting up with what they've been doing during the video. What's the saying? Never works with children and animals. All right. Blessings to you. I'll see you in the group.